Today we're going to discuss something crucial that most of you have overlooked more than once. They are testing you. That's right. Often when a woman is interested in you, she won't say it directly but will leave hints. If you can't recognize them, or worse, ignore them, you're digging your own grave in the game of seduction. This video is for those who are tired of freezing up when a woman gives signals that she wants you to take action. If you want to stop being the guy who doesn't act, this is your moment to learn how to interpret those signals. So hit the like button and subscribe, because I'm going to teach you how to identify when she expects you to take control and make that first move that could change everything. She's challenging you. Are you ready for the game? The first sign that she's testing you is when she throws a subtle challenge your way. Women often play flirtation as a way to assess your confidence and your ability to handle the situation. And don't get me wrong, it's not a direct test, like asking if you can lift something heavy. No, it's much more psychological. She might throw a joke at you, make a comment about how you handle a situation, or even put you in an awkward position to see how you react. Do you get nervous? Do you lose your cool? If you take it too seriously or show signs of insecurity, you've failed that test. She wants to see if you can keep your composure and confidence under pressure. Don't mess this up. If she challenges you, if she provokes you, respond with a confident smile and a calm demeanor. That's how you start winning the game. Alarm signals. Do you feel the unspoken tension between you? Another clear indicator that she's waiting for you to make a move is that palpable tension between you. Whether you're in conversation, on a date, or even just stealing glances at each other, the tension is there. And if you feel it, I assure you she does too. Tension is one of those invisible elements that can be incredibly powerful. But you know what most men do? They ignore it or let it slide. They feel uncomfortable and wait for her to take the initiative. But let me tell you right now, that's the worst mistake you can make. If you feel that spark, that moment when everything seems to stop and the energy between you is palpable, that's your moment to act. Don't wait for things to cool down or for her to do the work. Break the ice, take control of the situation, and use that tension to your advantage. Are you daring enough to break the ice? She's looking at you. The glances. Women are masters at sending messages through their eyes. If she's looking at you more than usual or maintaining eye contact longer than normal, it's because she's waiting for you to do something about it. But what do most men do? They avoid eye contact, look away, act like they haven't noticed anything. Huge mistake. If you realize she's looking at you, that's the perfect moment to approach her. You don't need to do anything exaggerated, just a casual comment, a smile, something that lets her know you've picked up on the signal. Women aren't always going to tell you with words that they're interested. They will do it through looks, gestures, and nonverbal language. If she's looking at you, if you feel something in the air, don't hesitate. Approach her and break the ice. Chemistry is in the air. Do you know how to leverage it? Chemistry is not something that can be forced. It's one of those things that simply happens, and when it's there, you need to take advantage of it. If you notice that the conversation flows naturally, there are smiles, prolonged eye contact, and both of you feel comfortable in each other's company, that's chemistry. But chemistry is not something you should let just pass by. You need to know how to use it. If everything is going well and you feel she's comfortable and open to more, that's your cue to start moving forward. This is where many men fail. They feel the chemistry but do nothing about it. Chemistry isn't eternal. If you don't do something at the right moment, it can disappear. So, when you feel that everything is flowing between you, it's the perfect time to take things to the next level. Let the attraction grow, move forward with confidence and without fear. Wake up. She wants you to win her over. But will you? Sometimes women send signals so obvious that if you don't catch them, you're really asleep. She wants you to conquer her, but she's not going to say it directly. She's going to ask you personal questions, touch your arm, make little gestures that if you're not paying attention, you're going to let slip. You can't be passive in this situation. If she's showing interest, if she's opening the door for you, it's your job to cross that threshold. You can't wait for her to do all the work. If you feel she's testing you, that she's waiting for you to do something, it's your moment to act. Wake up and do what you have to do. If you don't, she's going to lose interest quickly, and you'll end up in the limbo of what could have been. And trust me, that's a place you don't want to be. Signals that scream, "Give me more," without her saying it sometimes. The signals are so clear that it feels like they're shouting in your face. Has she asked you about your future plans? Has she inquired if you're going to an event or party soon? That's not a coincidence. What she's doing is opening the door for you to invite her to be part of those plans. She's not going to say it directly because many times women want you to take the initiative. And if you don't, you can be sure she'll think you're not interested. The signals are there. screaming in your face, but if you can't see them, you won't get anywhere. So pay attention, because if she's asking you about the future or looking for ways to be closer to you, all she's waiting for is for you to take the initiative. Ready to take a risk? These signals are your golden ticket sometimes. All you need to do is take a little risk. If you've already seen the signals, if you already feel that chemistry is there, if she's already testing you, what more do you need? Don't stay in your comfort zone. You have to take the step. Women aren't going to wait forever, and if you spend all your time analyzing the signals but do nothing, you're going to lose your chance. Take the risk, because sometimes that's what makes the difference between staying in the friend zone or moving towards something more. How to know if she's ready for you to take it to the next level. Let's talk about how to know if she's ready to take things to the next level. If she's investing time in you, if she's looking for excuses to be close, if she's asking personal questions, and especially if she's seeking physical contact, those are the clearest signs that she's ready. But don't expect her to tell you directly. It's your job to interpret those signals and act accordingly. If you see all this and do nothing, you can be sure she'll lose interest quickly. If you've made it this far, my friend, comment below with the word 100% or something else to let me know you've received the knowledge from the video so far. For more interesting topics, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it later. Let's continue. What did she mean? The subtle phrases that reveal her interest. Today we're going to talk about something that has probably happened to you more times than you'd like to admit. Women are rarely direct. They drop hints, leaving subtle phrases that are often more powerful than an open confession of interest. And here's the problem. You don't catch them. If you're here, it's because you've found yourself in that situation where, after a conversation with a woman, you're left wondering, what did she mean by that? Don't worry, that ends today. I'm going to teach you how to decipher those subtle phrases that reveal whether she's really interested in you. So, if you want to stop missing opportunities because you can't interpret what they say, stick around until the end. And before we continue, hit that like button and subscribe, because what you're going to learn here can completely change your game. Alert! Phrases that are more than just words. Let's get straight to the point. Women aren't going to tell you directly how they feel. They rarely say, "Hey, I like you. When are we going out?" No, that would be too easy, right? Instead, they use disguised, subtle phrases that, if you don't know how to read them, you might dismiss as casual comments. And this is where your problem begins. For example, if a woman tells you something like, "You always make me laugh," she's not just saying you're funny. What she's doing is giving you a compliment wrapped in flirtation. She's saying she enjoys your company, that she likes how you behave, and that there's something about you that attracts her. It's not just a casual observation. This type of phrase is an open door for you to advance, to elevate the conversation to something more personal. But most of you ignore these phrases. You take them as innocent compliments and let the opportunity slip away. That's mistake number one. If a woman says something like this to you, it's your signal to give more back, to flirt in return, and to elevate the conversation. Alert! That phrase is much more than just words. Hunter or prey. Discover the game she's playing. Often, when women say something seemingly innocent like, "We should do this more often," or "I've never met anyone like you," they are putting you in the role of the hunter. They want to see if you catch the hint, if you understand that they are opening a door for you. But here's the problem. Many of you, instead of being the hunter, become the prey. You're left there, hesitating, unsure if you should act or not. They want to see if you're brave enough to make a move. When you hear these phrases, you need to respond with confidence. Don't hesitate. She's telling you she wants to see you more, that there's something about you that interests her, and you have to act like the hunter. Make a plan, suggest something, take the initiative. Don't remain silent, because if you do, she'll lose interest quickly. Can you interpret her disguised flirtation? Turn up the heat. Now, let's talk about that disguised flirtation they often use. It's not always going to be obvious. She might say something like, "I always feel comfortable talking to you," or "It's strange, but I feel like I've known you my whole life." These are phrases that seem innocent but are actually full of flirtation. She's dropping hints to let you know that something deeper is at play. What you need to do is turn up the temperature of the conversation. Don't stay on the superficial level. What does this mean? It means you need to respond with something that also hints the conversation can go further. Something like, "Well, it's because we really connect, right? There's something about you that makes me feel the same way." This isn't just returning the compliment. It's taking the conversation into the realm of desire, the words that can open the doors to her heart. When a woman is interested in you, she's not always going to show it with physical gestures. Sometimes it's the words that give you the key to know if you really have a chance. Phrases like, "I love talking to you," "It's always so easy," or "I feel like I can be myself with you," are much deeper than they appear. These phrases are an open door to her heart. She's telling you she trusts you, that there's a connection that goes beyond superficiality. And what you need to do is seize this opportunity to show her that you're also interested in her on a deeper level. If you hear these phrases, don't stay silent. Make her feel special. Let her know that you also feel there's something more between you. Those words can open the doors to her heart if you know how to use them. Dare to play with her mind? Read between the lines. Women are masters at leaving hidden messages between the lines. And if you don't know how to read them, you're missing out on a lot. Phrases like, "I don't know why, but I always end up thinking about you," or "sometimes I wonder what you're doing," aren't just casual comments. They are clues. Clues you need to know how to read. Playing with her mind isn't just about flirting. It's about understanding what she's not saying directly and using that to your advantage. If she's giving you these comments, it's your opportunity to respond with something that makes her think more about you. Something like, "Well, I guess there's something about me that you can't forget, right?" This is advanced flirting. It's about playing with her mind, making her think more about you, making her imagine what could happen between you two. Don't be afraid to do it. If she's throwing subtle phrases your way, it's because she wants you to play the same game. Phrases that reveal her as a ticking desire bomb. There are phrases that, if you know how to interpret them, will tell you she's ready for something more. Things like, "I've never felt this way with anyone," or "It's strange, but I feel different when I'm with you," indicate that there's built-up desire. If you hear something like this, it's your signal that she's ready to explode, that she's waiting for you to make a move. These phrases aren't innocent. They're telling you that there's a latent attraction, and it's up to you to make that attraction into something more. Don't disappoint her. If you hear phrases that hint at hidden desire, it's your job to increase that tension, to make the desire rise. Make her feel that you're in tune with what's happening, and don't hesitate to take the conversation to a more intimate level. Are you tuned in to the secret message she's sending? Sometimes the message isn't in what she says, but in how she says it. Maybe she tells you something seemingly simple like, "I wonder what it would be like to go out with you," or "I bet you're fun on dates." It's not what she's saying. It's the way she's saying it. The tone of voice, body language, the look. All of that is part of the message. If you're not tuned in to these details, you're missing half of the conversation. Pay attention to how she says it, because that's where the real message lies. If there's an innuendo, if there's hidden flirtation, it's your job to tune in to that secret message. The art of uncovering her intentions. Will you be the master? Uncovering a woman's intentions isn't something just anyone can do. It requires practice, attention, and above all, confidence. Women drop hints all the time, but if you don't know how to interpret them, you'll be left in the dark. The true art of seduction lies in knowing how to read between the lines, in uncovering those intentions hidden in casual phrases. If you learn to do this, you become the master of the game. Don't fall into the trap. She wants you to be the brave one. At the end of the day, they aren't going to do all the work for you. Women can flirt, hint, and leave subtle phrases, but they expect you to be the brave one. They want you to take the step, to interpret correctly what's happening. Seduction is in the air. Seize every word. When you feel that the atmosphere is charged with that energy that only arises when there's a strong attraction, every word she says can be full of meaning. Seduction is in the air, but if you don't pay attention, you might let slip opportunities that are right in front of you. Phrases like, "I feel so comfortable with you," or "I'm not usually like this with everyone," are clear signals that she's opening a door for you to make a move. But it's not just about what she says. It's about how she says it and how you can respond. This is where you come in. Take control. Let the conversation flow toward a more intimate territory without being too direct. Every word is an opportunity. If she gives you a hint, a flirty comment, something that makes you think she's interested, don't hesitate to seize it. Seduction isn't always a direct game. Often it's a dance of words, of subtle gestures that build an atmosphere of mutual desire. If you've made it this far, my friend, comment below with the word 100% or something else to let me know you've absorbed the knowledge from the video so far. For more interesting topics, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it later. Let's continue. Master the game. How to recognize her hidden signals of attraction. Tension. If you think women are going to tell you directly that they like you, you're still living in a fantasy world. No, they're not going to drop those words easily, so if you don't know how to read the hidden signals, you're in trouble. Today, I'm going to teach you how to become the master of seduction. The guy who can read every movement, every glance, every word, and know if she's interested or if she just sees you as a friend. So pay close attention because what I'm about to tell you is not for the mediocre. It's for men who want to master the game and know exactly when to act. Are you ready to take your seduction game to the next level? Let's get started. Become the king of seduction with these secrets. Seduction isn't magic or pure luck. It's a game of observation and action. Most men fail because they don't know how to read the hidden signals that a woman sends their way. But you're not going to be one of those, right? The first secret to becoming the king of seduction is to pay attention to the small details. Women are masters at sending signals without saying a word, and if you get distracted or fail to notice what's going on, you'll fall behind. Look, if you're waiting for her to throw herself at you or to say with words that she's interested, you're completely mistaken. Women will give you more subtle signals. The way she laughs at your jokes, how she leans toward you when you talk, or how she fixes her hair every time you're near. If you start to notice these things, you'll realize that many times the path is already open. You just need to take action. Are you ready to take your seduction game to the next level? This is where most men fail. They're not prepared. Sometimes the signals are there, clear as day, and what do? Nothing. You sit and wait. And in the meantime, she loses interest. If you truly want to take your seduction game to the next level, you have to be always ready to act. A woman's signals don't last forever, and if you don't read them in time, it's over. What you have to do is simple. When you see that she's giving you a signal, take control of the situation. Don't just sit there waiting for her to do all the work. You have to show her that you're a man who knows what he wants and is willing to go for it. If you don't, someone else will, and believe me, you'll lose the opportunity before you know it. The hidden signals that could lead you to bed. Let's get to what you're really interested in, because I know what you want is to understand those signals that will take you to the next step. If she's throwing these signals your way and you're not catching them, you're wasting a golden opportunity. First, pay attention to how she looks at you. If she maintains eye contact longer than usual, if she gives you quick glances when you think she's not looking, it's because she's already evaluating the possibility of something more. Then, observe her body language. If she leans toward you, touches your arm, or even accidentally brushes against you, those are clear signals that she's comfortable with you and interested in going further. If she's giving you these signals, don't hesitate any longer. You have to act. The power of reading her mind. Become the master of desire. No, it's not that you can literally read her mind, but if you learn to interpret her actions and words, it'll feel like you can. Women rarely say exactly what they want. They express it through what they do and how they do it. If you master the art of reading between the lines, you'll become the master of desire. Pay attention to how she reacts when you talk about other topics. If she changes her tone of voice or seems more interested when you mention your personal life, she's trying to connect with you on a more intimate level. Do you know what that means? You've already caught her attention, but now it's up to you to turn that attention into desire. Don't miss the opportunity to read her signals correctly, because that's where her true interest lies. Are you the hunter or the prey? Choose your steps wisely. In the game of seduction, there are always two roles, the hunter and the prey. And let me tell you something, if you don't know how to read the signals, you'll become the prey. She'll dominate the situation, and you'll be the one chasing her while she decides when and how to move forward. But if you learn to play your cards right, you'll become the hunter, the man who takes control of the interaction. To be the hunter, you have to be proactive. The signals are there for you to interpret and act accordingly. Don't be the guy who waits, because you'll end up empty-handed. The next time you see a clear signal that she's interested, choose your next step wisely. Show her that you know what you're doing and that you're in control of the situation. Unleash the passion. The keys to capturing her attention. Do you want to capture her attention and unleash that passion that's waiting to be freed? You have to understand one thing. Women want to be seduced, but they also want to be challenged. If you become the guy who is always available, the one who never generates mystery, I assure you that you'll lose her interest quickly. To keep her attention, you need to create a bit of tension. Maintain an air of mystery. Don't give everything away right from the start. Make her wonder what you really think, what you really want. This push and pull game is what's going to keep her interested and make her want to know more about you. If you can balance interest with challenge, you'll have that woman thinking about you all day long. How to turn her signals into an irresistible invitation. Now, recognizing the signals is only half the battle. The other half, and perhaps the most important, is knowing how to turn those signals into an invitation for something more. This isn't about being aggressive or pushy. It's about being smart and subtle in your moves. If she's showing you interest, don't hesitate to move forward. If she's staring at you, hold eye contact a little longer. If she touches you, return the gesture with a firmer yet casual touch. If she throws you a flirty joke, respond with something that intrigues her more. The key is to make each of your moves feel natural while always taking the interaction to the next level. That's how you turn a signal into an irresistible invitation. The keys that will open the doors of desire. There are no magic tricks here, but there are keys that can open the doors to something much deeper. The first key is confidence. If you don't trust yourself, she won't trust you. The second is initiative. Don't wait for her to do all the work because she won't. And the third is control. Don't let fear of rejection hold you back. If you read the signals well, you'll realize that the path is already paved for you. You just have to walk it. Are you ready to play and win? The cards are on the table. In this game, you decide whether you want to be the one who waits or the one who takes the initiative. The cards are on the table, and she's giving you signals that she's ready for something more. But only you can decide whether you're going to play to win or let someone else take your place. If you're truly ready to take your seduction game to the next level, you have to be prepared to act because the signals she gives you aren't going to last forever. The game of attraction. Will you be the one to take the initiative? It all comes down to one question. Will you be the one to take the initiative? Attraction is a game, and in this game, only those who dare to move when they see the opportunity win. If you don't, someone else will. Don't wait any longer. Recognize the signals, act, and become the master of seduction.